Doug Doyle with The Art of the Story. Grammy-nominated saxophonist Gerald Albright and his band will be performing at the Terrace Ballroom at Newark Symphony Hall this Saturday, December 6th. WBGO's Favorite Things host Pat Prescott recently spoke to Albright about his big break with 2026 NEA Jazz Master Patrice Rushen.
Shortly after I graduated from college in 1979, I worked at Woolworth's department store for 8 months in Hollywood. And suddenly I get the call from Patrice that she's going on the road, and Forget Me Not's one of her bigger hits was just blazing on the radio. And of course, I did the sax solo on that. So she said, "Hey, I'm going out on tour. I want you to be a part of the horn section." And I said, "Absolutely." But the caveat to that is that I had to tell my boss at Woolworths that I had to, without a 2 weeks notice, get out of here, you know. And so Mrs. Hutchins was my boss's name. And she said, "Gerald, I knew that you wouldn't be making a career at Woolworth's department store. Go ahead and pursue your dreams, and don't worry about the 2 weeks notice. You know, all the best to you." You know, so she gave me her graces and her blessings. And from there, I toured with Patrice off and on for about 5-6 years. Her regular bassist, Freddie Washington, who's one of my absolute best friends, we were touring together, and Freddie got a call to do this major production. I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was something that, long story short, he couldn't turn down. And we were like right in the middle of the tour. And so at this point, with Freddie flying home in a week or two, Patrice needed a bass player. And so I, tapped her on the shoulder. I said, "Well, I'd like to audition. I know you got options, but I'd like to audition." So
I'm already here.
Yeah. So in between cities, I would sit on the tour bus with my headphones and listen to her live show and learn Freddie Washington's parts. And she says, "Okay, well, I tell you what, we'll give you, 3 or 4 days to learn the show. When we get to Flint, Michigan during sound check, you'll plug in and we'll go through a few tunes. We'll see if you're going to be the bass player." And long story short, I plugged in, I got the gig, and it was a wonderful experience because, Pat, not only did I have to learn the show, but Patrice also had dance steps that I had to learn while I'm playing bass. This is all new stuff for me. So it's like, be careful what you ask for, right?
Exactly.
You can hear Pat Prescott's entire interview with Gerald Albright at WBGO.org. I'm Doug Doyle, WBGO News.